Matador.
Hey everyone, welcome to part 5 of our Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster Platinum Trophy walkthrough. We're going to be picking up where we left off last time, and we had just gotten the Rama summon, and now I'm going to show you how to actually learn the summon, because this one's a little bit different from the other ones. It's actually an item that you get after the battle, so go into your items and you'll find Rama as an item, go ahead and use it, and then you learn Rama. The other ones you just get by interacting with them, but this one's a little bit different. Well, when that's done, hop in your black chocobo, and we're going to be flying south and a little bit to the east. You can see on the map that there's a chain or a ring of islands, and we're going down to the peninsula that is right before them. So head on down south and a little bit to the east, and when you get down there, you're going to see a little forest. So go ahead and land your black chocobo in that forest, and when you start walking around, you'll encounter these enemies, the bombs. These bombs are not as scary as they are in some of the other Final Fantasy games. These ones are actually pretty tame, and you can take them out quite quickly. So just one or two physical attacks and a little bit of magic is all that they take. The double lizard that you'll see there, that one is identical to the one that we fought on Crescent. So no difference there. You don't have to add that to the bestiary, but you do need to add that bomb to the bestiary. So go ahead and fight one of those battles, and then you're all set for that one. When that battle's over, we're going to continue our trek to the northwest, and you'll get to these mountains. You can walk left through the little passage. We will ignore the cave that we pass, and we're going to keep heading down south all the way to this town. And when you go inside the town, this is the town of Jachol. And Jachol doesn't have any chests or items that we need to get. However, there is a piano that we can get in the pub. So walk all the way to the right and then up the stairs and straight into the pub. And in the top right corner is the piano we need. Alright, and if you feel so inclined, you can talk to the dancing girl on stage, and you can join her to dance. The text boxes pop up on their own and disappear on their own, which is kind of weird, but she also calls up a guy from the audience to join them on stage, and then she also says, you on the other side of the screen, don't just sit there, you can join in. So feel free to dance along with them and have a good old time before we move on. Alright, well, now we're going to do a quick shopping trip, so we'll go over to the right and up the stairs. And the armor shop is the first place to go to, and it is luckily combined with the weapon shop. We'll grab a ninja suit while we're here. We did pick one up inside the Library of the Ancients. There was a chest there that we collected, and once you get that ninja suit, you can equip it on Ferris, and you're good to go there. And then you can walk onto the other side of the building to get to the weapon shop. There's a coral sword that we'll be picking up. The Ashura is good for the ninja that we have, but it's really no different from what we've already got, so there's no benefit to doing it, to purchasing that one. So we'll just let that one be. If you go over into the magic shop, you are definitely wasting your time, because we've already purchased all of these before. So that is definitely a trend that we've seen in recent towns that we visited, that we already have all the magic there. So don't worry about that. And now that we're done, you can proceed south down this alleyway and the stairs, and then left to get out of town. And that's all we need to do in Jachol. Well, now we're going to go back up north, and we're going to go into the cave that we passed on the way here. So once you're inside, you'll see that there's these skull switches. The one right here doesn't do anything yet, but proceed south and flip that switch to open a passage. You'll notice that there are a lot of treasure chests that are open, and that's fine. We don't need those ones. But there's also a lot of these Nutkin enemies that we fought way back at the beginning of the game. And they are just as weak as they've always been, so go ahead and use one attack to take them out, and they give you almost no incentive for fighting them, just because the amount of gil and experience you get is so minimal. But when you get down here, you'll notice something kind of strange, and that's there will be a bunch of these skull switches on the wall in front of you, and they're just flashing. Well, what you need to do is kind of go into the middle here, and we'll look at them and see what's going on. And that there's one switch that is staying there while the other ones disappear. And what you need to do is to flip the switch when it appears in front of you. So just stand in front of any of the switches here. We'll just pick this one, and we'll wait until they all disappear, but that one remains. And we'll immediately flip the switch, and then that opens a passage to the left. And so we will go back that way. This enemy here is the Skull Eater. This is the only thing we need to add to the bestiary from this section. It does hit extremely hard, and you can't really hit it, except the way that you kill them is by throwing something at it. So with your ninja, use a lightning scroll or something to throw at them, and you will eliminate that enemy very quickly. And that's all you really need to do there. So it did one-shot Lena, which isn't so good, so just make sure that if that happens to you, you refill that character's health and revive them. Well, proceeding up here, you can see that this treasure chest has a hidden switch inside of it, so we're going to flip the switch, and that opens the door right by us. And when you go inside, you can notice another empty chest, and we'll just keep going up the stairwell here, and then to the left when we get to that intersection. And there are some chests that we can get. The top one is a shuriken, and if we go all the way around, we can pick up the one right here, and that's a tent. Okay, we're going to backtrack to that intersection, and instead we will go to the right. And now we're going to go up and kind of circle around the structure here, and then down to the left, because there's one more treasure chest that we can pick up, and it's a blitz whip. Okay, so now we're going to go up and follow the path. And then there's this wall here that you can interact with to climb up. And then you'll poke your head outside. I have no idea if this is actually necessary, but I would really hate to lose out on the platinum for not doing it, because I don't know if this counts as an extra area. So just do it for safety's sake, and then we'll head on out. And all you have to do now is backtrack into the room with all the skull switches. Okay, so once you're here, our path is closed off, but you can flip the skull switch and then go up to the one by the door that didn't work previously, and that does open up our door, so we can go out. And now just go to the right and go down to get back to the black chocobo, and we're going to take it on another field trip. This time we're going way to the top right corner here. There's a little gray spot next to that yellow dot there, and that's going to be our destination. So fly mostly to the north and a little bit to the east, and all the way up there until you get to that black or the dark gray spot. And this place is surrounded by forests, so it's very easy to find a parking spot for your black chocobo. And once you're here, go inside. And this is Lix. This is actually Bart's hometown, and there are various people that you can talk to get flashbacks. We're not going to do all of that. But I did take this opportunity to turn Ferris into a ninja, because having two ninjas for this upcoming part is going to make life a lot better for us. So walk your way up. You can talk to the scholar on the left here, this guy in purple, if you want one of the cutscenes, but we're not going to do that. This is the item shop combined with the weapon and armor shop. Here we're going to buy a couple kunai, and that will be new equipment for Ferris, as well as max out all the lightning scrolls that we can carry. These are very important for an upcoming section. You can buy flame and water scrolls if you like, but they're not as important. We will pick up all the shurikens that we need too, so you don't need to buy any of those. Save your money. We're also going to buy a green beret, and we're going to equip all of that good stuff onto Ferris. And we're just double checking to make sure that everyone has the optimal gear on. We're all good. The item shop on the first level, we actually get a discount here, so you can buy things if you want to, and they do sell ethers. So if you use a lot of magic and want to refill your magic, then go ahead and buy those ethers for a discount. Inside this house is Bart's old house when he was a child, and it's now occupied by a minstrel, and we're going to go up and talk to this little music box here for a scene. Is he asleep? You're leaving again so soon? No, I'm not going anywhere. The spasms aren't as frequent anymore. I can get by on my own now. Still, it would be nice if you stayed, not to take care of me, but so we could be together as a family. I'd like that, but you're still sick, remember? You should get to bed. I will, dear. Just let me finish this up first. You're leaving again, aren't you? So you were awake. Daddy, are you going to get more bad guys? That's what I do. I want to come. You need to stay here and take care of your mother. Don't tell her you saw me leave, all right? It'll be our little secret. Okay, Daddy. Now it's time for good little boys to go to sleep. Stella, worry about that tomorrow and come get some rest. Stella? Stella! After the flashback, you can talk to the minstrel and he will give you a new song. So you can learn that for your bard, and it's the Alluring Air song. So that's one of the 3 cutscenes you can get as far as flashbacks go. You can also, like I said, talk to that scholar and also rest in the inn, and all of those will give you things, little flashbacks for you. No chests or items in this area, so we're all set there, and we can head on out. And back to the Black Chocobo we go. And this time we're going to fly over to the Library of the Ancients area. We've been here multiple times. It's that yellow dot just to the southwest of where we are. So fly over to this other continent, and you'll land right in the forest outside of there. But we're not going to go inside of it right now. Instead, we're going to go to the left and walk through this little passage here. And this is going to take us all the way to the desert area. Make sure that you're all saved up, and also make sure that you have blue magic equipped to your blue mage, or in this case, the ninja. And go into the Desert of Shifting Sands. I knew this would be a hopeless endeavor. Wait! It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and the orchestra hasn't even started tuning up yet. We'll build a bridge. It's a little risky, but you guys are all about danger, right? How it works is, we use this bell to call the sandworm, and then you guys waste it. And there's your bridge. Not the most sophisticated of methods. You aren't that sophisticated of a guy. If you're all set, we'll call the sandworm. You guys ready? Oh yeah, if you use any magic on the sandworm, you'll be sorry. Good luck. Here goes. Alright, the battle starts off with 3 holes in the ground, and eventually the sandworm will pop out of one of them. We're going to use blue magic on all 3 of them. And typically, if you attack one of the wrong holes that are empty, it will attack with gravity as a counterattack. But that one, that one aqua breath is all that it takes to take out the sandworm. So you'll get a couple counterattacks, but that's well worth the price to take it out in one hit. So that's all you got to do there. Game, set, and match. Now you can get into the desert. Sid, mid, take care of the black chocobo while we're gone, okay? Good luck. Take care. Okay, and now we can follow the little path in front of us and walk straight off the end of it when you get there. This will take you to this section here, and you can walk around and get this sand bear enemy. There's only 3 enemies that we have to add to the bestiary here, and there are no chests and there are no items here either. So attack the bear with whatever you want to. It's not particularly weak to anything, so just pummel away and take it down. Okay, walk straight down from the corner here, and this is the tile that you want to hit, right at the bottom of that clear section. And then there's this part that sticks up on the bottom. That little bit is what you want to step on to move to the next area. Now go to the left, and there's kind of the bottom left corner of that rock wall that comes down. Just step on that. And then don't go straight down, but go 1 to the left of straight down. And that will take you right to the exit. Here are the other 2 enemies that we can fight, the sand boil and the desert killer. If you use anything that's water-based like aqua breath, it'll do tremendous damage to them. So go ahead and throw that their way for 4,000 to 5,000 damage, and that is all she wrote for that one. So as I said, no chests or items here, 3 bestiary entries, and you're good to go. Okay, head on down to the south, and we're going to walk through the mountains here. There are just familiar enemies here, nothing new to add to the bestiary. This is Gohn, the town of ruin. Guess this is that town of ruin Sid was talking about. Alright, head straight up, and there's a staircase in front of you. Did you see King Tycoon, perhaps? Alright, don't go up the stairs. Instead, go to the left and up and to the left again. Follow him up the stairs. And then to the right. And now when you get back around here, you want to go down that first set of stairs. And now go up. Father! Papa! Ferris! I knew it! You really are my sister! I'm sorry. I wasn't sure I should tell you. I wasn't even certain myself. Ferris! Lena. Where are we? What a strange place. Say, what happened to the old man? Huh? He's not here? We must have gotten separated when we fell. He'll be okay. He's a tough old cuss. I'm sure we'll run into him again later. Come on, let's get going. Now wait one cotton picking minute. That was an awfully quick decision to ditch me. Yikes, sorry. Alright, well, we're not going to leave him behind. And we're going to go up through the doors here for a little scene. There are no chests or items in this area either. What is this? Look out! Meanwhile, east, west, home is best, even if you're a chocobo, huh? Bart should be thrilled. We went above and beyond the call of duty. Whew, that was close. I believe that was a warp device. It must have fallen into disrepair, and activating it caused something to snap. Alright, we'll head to the right and up. And keep going up. And then, before you flip that switch on that wall, we're going to go south and into the southern exit here. Head down, you can get a free rest if you want to. So we'll just do that. And then talk to the bottom right plant in the room. There's a note here. Read the notepad in the room on the right. Okay, so let's do that. We'll go up and to the right and back down. And there's the notepad on the right here. Made you look neener, neener, neener. Ah, so childish. Calm down, Barts. Aye, before you get your pantaloons in a twist, take a look. It's another note. Check the urn. Okay, so now we're going to go up and all the way to the left. And then down, and we will look at the urn on the left. Little froggy made a book fall, so talk to the book. And go down 6 and right 4 and pull what's there. Okay, so there happens to be a switch right there. You don't actually have to count anything out, but do that. And then there's 3 boxes here. So Shuriken, Shuriken, and the mini spell. All right. So now we're going to go up and flip the switch in that top room where we started off. So 3 chests, 0 items. We are good to go in this area. You can use the consecrated circle for healing and saving if you want to. There's a super easy boss fight after this, so you don't really need to worry about it too much. This is... Hey, it's the fire-powered ship, but I thought it sank. And what's that ship over there? So head on right and get into this ship. Propellers on a boat? What's up with that? Sid, mid. Ow. What the? Barts, Lena, Ferris, Galuf? What are you guys doing here? I think that's our line. Where'd you guys come from? We rode the black chocobo back to Crescent Island. Then all of a sudden, a hole opened up beneath our feet. Wait, so we're underneath Crescent Island? That explains the fire-powered ship being here. This place must have been built by the ancients. Huh? And this propeller ship? Maybe you should ask Grandpa about that. Huh? Wait, where'd he go? Well, let's follow him downstairs. Hot diggity dang, this thing is mind-blowing. Hey, Sid. Don't bother me, Sonny. If I tighten this and adjust this, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Voila! That should do it. That should do what? That should get this ship moving. And we get the Ancient Relic Trophy for resurrecting an old airship. Alright, well now we can go on to the left and up and go talk to Sid. Sid, what is this thing? Isn't it obvious? It's an airship. I've only ever seen pictures in old texts. I can't believe I'm getting to use one in the flesh. Well, you know what I mean. Oof. What was that? Something's dragging us down. Creeping crawdads! Some monster's got a death grip on the ship's hull. Alright, here's the Cray Claw, and all we have to do is throw 2 shurikens at it, and this fight's over. So, told you that one was easy. Yeah, I don't really have any tips for how to fight it legitimately, because why not? Just use 2 shurikens, we got them from treasure chests down below. Ha! Looks like that overgrown lobster just got served, with cheese biscuits and mashed potatoes. Oh gosh, the writing's so good. Looks like damage to the ship was minimal. We can use parts from the fire-powered ship to make the airship good as new. Sid. If you're going to thank me, I don't need to hear it. We'll stay here and search for clues about the Earth Crystal. The skies are yours, now get out there. The Dark Warlock, ex-death. We must prevent him from returning. All that's left is the Earth Crystal. No point in dawdling, let's go! Alright, we have control of the airship and we're going to fly mostly straight west. At the end of that little dark gray line, there's a little yellow dot, and that's Gohn. What's going on? Look, the town! Well, that was interesting. So now we need to figure out how to get up there because it's flying way above us. So we're now going to go back to where Sid and Mid were, right at the entrance to Crescent Island, and head down for a scene. Sid, Mid, we've got an issue here. Yes, we are well aware. We saw what happened to the ruins through the telescope. It means the Earth crystal's way up there in that flying pile of rubble. The ancient Ronkans amplified the Earth crystal to make their town float. But once they realized amplifying the crystal could cause it to shatter, they stopped the machine. Shake a leg, miscreants. Someone's turned the machine back on. It couldn't be. You don't think that father... Never! He would never do such a thing. How are we supposed to get that high? With this. Adamantite! We can use it to reinforce the ship so you can reach higher altitudes, but we'll need to find some first. That's simple enough. That meteorite I came here in, I remember seeing a pocket of adamantite in the rock inside. Are you sure? You calling me a liar? Of course not, it's just that your memory is still kind of spotty, right? Pish posh, the adamantite part is clear as day. As good a place as any to start, let's go check it out. We'll stay here and get everything prepared. You guys hurry and bring us that adamantite. Okay, so now we have to go up to the Tycoon Meteorite. So take control of the airship. And now we're going to fly mostly north and a little bit to the west here. And you can see it right above us. We'll go inside. And just work your way around just like at the beginning of the game. It was around here, I'm sure of it. It's right inside. So go straight through. The warp spot doesn't work. There it is. How about that? Pretty sharp memory, huh? Says the amnesiac. Ha 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 ha! Wait, are you mocking me? We obtained the adamantite. Alright, head on out. There's something in here with us. Watch out! And we'll get ambushed by a boss. The Adamantoise, normally a very difficult monster in most games in the Final Fantasy franchise, is easily killed by level 5 death. So begin battle with that, and you will also end the battle with that. Also, if you want to see more of these episodes, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Also, drop me a comment to let me know how you're doing on this walkthrough. Alright, with that done, head on outside. And back in the airship we go. We're going to take a little detour. We're actually going to go up to Tycoon Castle here. And we'll run all the way up and have a little chat with the Chancellor. Don't worry about us, Princess. We'll take care of the castle while you're away. And we will agree to spend the night. Lena, you awake? Yes, is something wrong? Not wrong, just strange. I was just a wee lass when I fell overboard. I think the shock caused me to forget a lot of my life here. Ferris, Cerisa, But for some reason, being back here, being back in this room, is making those memories return. Kiraga. Kiraga. Alright, that's enough for today. Phew, I'm pooped. Your mother has asked you to put Princess Lena to bed. Take care of that while I mark your test, please. Okay. And come straight back here. No dawdling. Okay. Aw, man. Hee hee, Lena, tomorrow me and Papa are gonna ride the Windrake. Papa, Papu. Flying up high is supposed to be the bestest thing ever, Papa says. And when you look down on them, all the people are supposed to look like they cast float on themselves. Wait, not float, but toad, was it? Teleport? Minnie? Yeah, that's it. She's been away a long time. Cerisa. Yeah? Perhaps we should keep this a secret from the Chancellor for now. He would only make a big fuss if he knew, and he certainly wouldn't let you leave the palace again. Aye. And we have to get out of here and find Papa. Alright, that scene's not really necessary. I just wanted to show you that because it's kind of cool. We're all good on the chests and items here. Still 5 out of 5 and 9 out of 9. So let's head on out. And go all the way back to the airship. And fly down by Crescent Island again. We're going to go have a little chat with Sid and Mid again and give them the adamantite that we got. So head down just like before for the scene. Great, you got the adamantite. Quick, give it here so we can upgrade the airship. Bartz, you guys take a break. Weird, I dreamt that the airship was already finished. Rise and shine, it's done. Yikes, you work fast. After you take off, press the confirm button and you can choose to fly higher with the up arrow. So, can we go to the flying ruins now? Technically, yes, but, well, take a gander at this. The floating city is protected by a robust defense system. If you don't disable it, you won't be able to enter. According to this book, the cannons are really powerful. But we have to go. No question about it. I don't even see the worry. What's a couple of overblown pop guns against the likes of us? Sid, Mid, thanks for your help. Now let's get to the crystal before it's too late. Time to cast off. Alright, so now when you move over, you'll get the option when you want to land to either go up or down. So choose up, and you'll be at the floating fortress. While on the right and left side, there's a couple flashy parts, and those are enemies. And they're actually pretty strong. They can do a significant amount of damage, they can confuse you, they can do lots of just really not fun stuff. Luckily, a couple lightning scrolls from our ninjas is all it takes. So use one lightning scroll per ninja, and they will be dead. And we've got to do this 4 times in total. There's 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side. Flamethrower is something that you can pick up for your blue mage if you want to, if you have the learn skill equipped. But we did get that earlier from the prototype enemy in an earlier part. But just know that you can get it here too if you missed out on it the first time. And now we're going to go all the way to the right side and fight these 2 enemies in the exact same fashion of just throwing 2 lightning scrolls at them. And one more just for good measure. Okay, when that's all done, you'll get a little scene. So much for their defenses. Wait, what's that? Cripes, look at the size of it. Guess there's one last thing to take care of. Okay, all you gotta do is go straight forward into it, and we get into a fight with a soul cannon and 2 launchers. Start the battle by casting level 5 Death, and that will immediately take out the 2 launchers. And now the soul cannon is going to waste a whole lot of turns just telling you its status. In the meantime, we are going to be pummeling it with as much thunder magic as we can. So Rama using Judgment Bolt is great, throwing lightning scrolls, everything you can do that is lightning based is going to do amazing damage to it. And this is really just a race to see, can we defeat this monster or defeat this boss before it actually attacks us. So it will waste a ton of turns just slowly telling you what it's about to do. And the funny part is that you can use the Dark Spark blue magic to cut its level in half, and probably not necessary, but it's fun to do anyway because it works on it. And you can just keep pummeling it with all of your lightning magic, and if you're fast enough, you will actually be able to defeat this boss before it can do anything to you. So I'll just kind of let it go from here, and this fight will be over in just a moment, but you can see the basic strategy. Okay, and there it is. It didn't even get a chance to attack me. But the funny thing is that even if it does attack you, you'll probably just be fine. It'll probably take about half of your health away. So, not a threat at all. It just takes longer than most bosses we've fought recently, which were one-hit kills. This one's little minions were one-hit kills. Kind of surprising how many bosses are susceptible to instant death. So, I guess that hole's our way in. Sure looks like it. We'll find out soon enough. And then just fly straight ahead, and you'll land here at the Ronka ruins. So exit the ship, and here we are. There's a lot to do here, and this is definitely a one-time only location. There's a lot to do, a lot of missable things, so pay attention as we go through this, because you do not want to mess this one up. And just be aware that you should switch to a blue mage at this point, so we'll switch away from our ninja, and we will have our blue mage instead. And we also need to have that control ability equipped, because we've got to use that a little bit here. And then we'll just make sure that our ninja has the best equipment possible, because we will make ample use of those lightning scrolls as well as we go through here. So start by heading down, and you can walk around this room. There's a couple monsters that you want to get. The first is Ronka Knights. They have really good physical defense, so don't even bother trying to use physical attacks on them. Instead, just toss some lightning scrolls at them, use Thundara or any real magics that you can use against them. You can use blue magics if you want to, so I'm going to use Era on them, and it'll do decent damage, and that should be about enough to take them out. Alright, but we're not done in this room yet, so keep running around a little bit, because we've got to farm one more monster that I really find in this room the most often, and that's Raw Mage, a little dude in the green cloak down there. So he uses some scary spells like Blazara, but it doesn't really do any damage to us, so only double digits, and we're not too worried about that one. So we'll use Era on him. You know, we can toss out those Thunder Scrolls, or the Lightning Scrolls, and that's all that you really need for these guys. They take a lot of damage, and they don't dish out a whole lot. Okay, so those are the two monsters that we wanted from this room. Now we can move on and just walk around, go out the door and to the left. And then you can see some stairs to the left, go down those. From here you can see a pathway to your right. We'll get to that in just a minute after we deal with these stone masks. These are also very weak monsters, and you can use a lightning scroll to eliminate them really quickly. I'm just going to use an Era on them because it works pretty well for those Ronka Knights. But the stone masks are very susceptible to that lightning scroll, and they take, like 1200 damage from it, and they're instantly gone. So working together as a team, we can take them out basically in just one turn. Okay, there's that broken path. It's actually an invisible pathway, so just kind of walk straight across and then go down. You can kind of keep walking around here and open up this chest. You'll get golden armor in it, and then head down the stairs. Alright, head down and to the left. The bottom left section is what we're looking for. We are interrupted by this enchanted fan. This is one thing that you need to use the control skill on, because we want to get a beneficial blue magic from it. And which one is that? Why, it's none other than White Wind. So we just use it on himself, and how White Wind works is that it will heal you the same amount that your HP value currently is, and it will heal not only you, but your entire team. So he's got 1000 HP, and he was able to heal himself that entire amount. And I took control of him. I had him use it on me. You can also, I think, get Era on this enemy too, or from this enemy. So feel free to do that if you still need to learn that. But once you're good there, then head on down to the bottom left corner, and to the right opens up a passage. Now there's 4 pathways here. You want to go up the 3rd pathway, and you can see the little path illuminate there. So grab that chest and go down, and then all the way to the left and go up that first walkway and to the right. There's some stairs going up. We don't need to go there yet, and we will instead get this chest on the right side and then go further right and all the way down. From here, go down and around to the stairs. Here's a Lamia. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by throwing that lightning scroll to eliminate all of the stone masks. Then we're going to control the Lamia, And when our ATB bar fills up again, we will have it use 1,000 needles on our blue mage. And then we will, of course, revive our blue mage because 1,000 damage is way more than what we have in our HP pool. And then we'll just heal him up quick. And one more attack from our ninja, and that battle's over. That was pretty textbook in how to get 1,000 needles from the Lamia. Alright, go around and up the stairs. And now go to the right and work your way through. This platform looks like a dead end, but there's actually a pathway where the grass is not shown on the edge of that platform. And there's a chest up ahead. So again, there's no grass right there. We can walk right through it. And then we're going to backtrack to where we were before. So head on up and to the left here, past the chest, and you can go into these, up the staircase here. There's a consecrated circle, so heal up and save if you'd like to do that. And then we'll go down to the left and then up to a new staircase. When you're here, just go down to the right and then back up again. And then up, left, and down. Straight down. And here we have a split. We'll go to the right and down through the door. We will go up the staircase just in front of us. And then we will head straight up, grab a chest, and we're going to go past the door and down the stairs just to the right of it. And work our way down and around. Here's the Archeotoad. This is very similar to what we fought before, the elf toads, where we got Shiva. And in fact, these guys do know Pon's course as well, so feel free to pick that up if you still need to get that one. Okay, and then head down and up the staircase. There's 5 chests here. Walk to the left one first because there's a hole in the middle of the floor. So kind of work your way around, just sticking close to that. We did get an ancient sword, which is an upgrade. And it also has the ability to cast Old as a status effect on the enemy. Well, then fall down the hole once you're all set with that. And then you're going to go up the staircase again. And this time we are going to go through the door on the bottom. Just head straight down and out. And then up the staircase in front of us. We can see the end of the dungeon right there. Well, work your way around. Don't fall in the hole. Be careful about that. And just work your way around and just move on through here. Now, what you want to do at this point is make sure that you are a multiple of level 4. So we're level 24 right now, and that's perfect. So now we can walk around here. We're going to get another blue magic that is a level 4 blue magic. So we need to be level 4 in order to be hit with it and learn it. You can use the consecrated circle there if you want to, otherwise head through the door and go up. And now we'll go into this room here. We did run into another raw mage, so they do show up later on in the dungeon too, but the Hydra is the important enemy here. So we did get lucky and got a control off right at the beginning. Fire does very little damage to us. And then we're able to work with the rest of our team in order to start hurting these other enemies. We did use Earthquake, which is a controlled skill from the Hydra, and it can do some pretty decent damage to the enemies there and also to itself. And you don't lose the control over it when he damages himself using magic, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it absorbs lightning, so that lightning scroll did end up healing him. But we're going to now target the Ronka Knight with another Thundara to eliminate it. And at this point, we're just going to kind of fight it normally. We'll have an Earthquake, do some more damage to it. But we can either just stand around all day waiting for that or attack it directly. So I'll choose to do that method. Our white mage is able to keep up with all the healing on this. It's not a difficult enemy. And just working together with physical attacks is good. And in just a moment is all it'll take for this monster to go down. Okay, so go right and down through the door here, and you have a choice between a door and a staircase, so we're going to do the staircase first. Walk down and grab the 2 chests at the bottom, past the invisible walkway. And now we're going to go down through that door from before. So go down, there is a switch right there on the wall, so flip that switch and it opens up a southern pathway, so head on down through that. And this is the boss room, so before we go any further, we do need to get one more thing here. So run around here, we're going to farm a Ghidra, which looks very similar to the Hydra, but this is not the same monster at all. And this one has the unique ability that when you kill it, it will attack with level 4 Graviga, and we want to learn that. So we're going to fight this monster. It does have auto reflect, which is kind of annoying. So Galuf's flame rod that he's holding, it will automatically reflect that magic back to us. And in this case, it actually reflected the old status from our ancient sword right back onto us. So now Grandpa Bart's is here, and we've got to deal with him for a little bit while we fight off the Ghidra. And it kind of feels a little bit handicapped here. We can't do a whole lot. So Galuf actually just ends up hurting himself because of that reflect. And I'm able to do some physical damage with the ninja. Bart's can't do a whole lot other than his blue magics here. So 1,000 Needles is a good thing that you can use on it. It'll bypass right through that. White Wind, we use that just to heal up our party here. It's a really good restorative magic. And we're just keeping our team alive and slowly whittling away its health, trying to avoid magic as much as possible. It did get the poison breath off, doing some pretty big damage to everyone, and now that we're all poisoned, we're taking more damage each turn. It gets a lightning off on us and does a lot of damage there. So just not a lot of fun dealing with this one. So we'll use our White Mage to cure a little bit more. And at this point, it's like, okay, we just got to kill this thing as quickly as possible. So we will end up using a 1,000 Needles on it. And there's the level 4 Graviga. That's the blue magic we needed to learn. So we're all a multiple level 4. Luckily that can't kill us because it just does a percentage-based damage. Nevertheless, we are all hurting and poisoned. Let's take a look. We have all 12 chests here. We're going to just do our healing up and our saving. Just making sure that we have lots of MP as well for our blue mage. And then when you're ready, go talk to the king. Father! Ugh, that damned Clapper Claw blocks the path. Papa? Silence! There's no time for chatter. That beast is the guardian of these ruins. It can change its weakness at will. Make yourselves useful and defeat it. Alright, Archeoaevis is our new opponent, and the king was right that it can change its elemental weaknesses and affinities at will. And there's not a whole lot of indication as to what is happening with it. So you can kind of watch out for its different attacks. So if it uses Blaze, then you probably shouldn't be using Fire on it because it's aligned itself to the fire element, Lightning, and the other elements they can cycle through as well. So it does try to inflict sap on all of your teammates so that you will slowly be wasting away with your HP. What I like to do is just use 1,000 Needles on it because it is non-elemental. It bypasses defenses. It just does a flat 1,000 damage. So a couple of those and the battle's won. So just keep pummeling that. Make sure you're doing your healing properly. Just keep pummeling it with 1,000 Needles. And this battle doesn't take too long. So you can see I actually did end up healing it with a flame rod because it is fire-based at this point. I didn't know it at the time. Now I would have known it because it used Blaze on me. But luckily our White Mage can keep up with that. We'll use physical attacks with our ninja to do a little extra damage. It's nothing near what we can get with 1,000 Needles. So we'll just keep using that, and pretty soon the boss will go down. I did try to use Sylph for Whisper Wind. I hadn't used it before, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll just use it and see what happens. It heals us for like 15 health, so it's very, very weak. Didn't do hardly anything that I needed it to do, so that was a fun experiment, but ultimately pointless in the grand scheme of things. Okay, whew, the boss is down. That was not difficult, it just took a while. What? It came back? It was revived? Oh. Look at it. Such energy. So this is the true power of the crystals. That's right, Archeoaevis is back. And this time it revived as a multiple of level 5. So we'll just use level 5 death and take it out in one hit. It really is amazing how many bosses are subject to level 5 death. It's a speedrunner's dream though, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Let's move on. Lots of good items after that one. Good work, very good indeed. Mwahaha. Father! Papa! The Earth Crystal should be just ahead. Well, let's head on up there then. Father! Papa! This is bad. Something's got to be controlling him. Bartz, stop! Don't even try it. Step aside. With the 4 of you gathered like this, I can destroy you all together. How convenient. Grandpa! Grandpa, I'm so glad you're okay. Kryl, you're Kryl. Galif's memory returned. Grandpa, I missed you so much. Father! Papa! Oh, don't worry. I just hit him with a little strike of thunder. He should be okay. Where am I? Lena? Sarisa? Is that you? It really is you! Sarisa, I can't believe it! You're alive! Papa? Papa! Uh-oh. X-Death. Galuf, it's good to see you again. Mwahaha. Crystals, obey my magic. Give me your power. Smite these vermin. You think we're just gonna sit back and let you do whatever you want? No. Bart's. Huh. The crystals have been destroyed. Your world will be next, Galuf. Father! Papa! Sarisa, Lena, Bartz, and you, warriors from another world. I fear your work is still unfinished. You must not allow the world to disappear. Light of Earth, come forth and reclaim your essence from me. Father! Papa! Get back! The crystal must be saved! Father, hold on! You can't die! Sarisa, forgive me. I wasn't much of a father. Lena, Sarisa, please stay together. Be strong for one another. Bartz, take care of them, as I cannot. Wait, Father, you can't! No, don't leave us! Resting within the shard, a warrior spirit. Samurai. Dragoon. Dancer. Chemist. What's going on? It's the ruins. They're falling. We've got to get out of here. Everybody to the airship. Lena, come on! Hold fast. This'll be a bumpy ride. Lena. Father, he's gone, isn't he? Galif, something wrong? Yeah, we've got to get moving. And now! Huh? What's going on? It's all come back to me. I remember everything. Exdeath is an evil warlock from my world. 30 years ago, he came here to destroy the world's crystals. I and 3 others, the Dawn Warriors, sealed him away with the power of the crystals. Everything was fine for 30 years. We thought it was all over. But something ominous was happening to the crystals. Once we figured it out, we took the meteors and came back here. But I was too late. Not only has Exdeath been set free, he has returned to our world. Is that because we used too much of the crystal's power? No, we were the ones who left Exdeath on this world in the first place. We should have dragged him back to our world when we had the chance. So you guys are really going back? Yup, we've got to seal Exdeath away again. Kryle's meteorite should still have some juice left. Probably only enough for one more trip, though. Bartz, Lena, Ferris, thank you so much for everything. I'll miss you guys. What kind of nonsense is that? We're going with you. I can't allow it. This is the last meteorite. If you went to our world, you'd never be able to come back here. Farewell. Goodbye. Galif, Kryle. And we get the Hope Essence of Earth trophy. And Galif has returned back to his world with Kryle. Well, we're going to take a break here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support that you've poured into the series so far, and I think we're making some pretty good time with it. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of the videos in this series and a lot more that's coming your way. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. I'll see you in the next one.